Good morning. I'm potting up the allotment because it's finally sunny and meant to be sunny for the next couple of weeks. Just checking on how everything's growing. I haven't been up in a couple of days with the weather. That's the problem this year, just rain and rain and rain. I'm going to pot up, see what everything's like, see if everything's still not ate by slugs. I've got some netting to pot me peas. As I'll show you when I'm there, but I think it's a problem. I've just got nothing to hold on to, and I'm going to give it a water as well because I know it's rained a lot, but with this heat wave I'm just making sure it's watered in the mornings. Probably give them a bit of a feed as well if that might be a problem for them. So I'll unlock the gate and I'll get up there. Right, so I've just come up and I always check my water barrels just to see how much I've collected when it's been raining. And the old one, I'll just show you now, got things in it swimming. If it's going to appear on the camera or not. It's that bright, I can't tell if you can see them or not, but there's little, poor dead fly there, but there's little tadpole things swimming around. I don't know if you guys are getting that. My screen's too bright. I'm trying to get it in the shade. But there's little tadpoles swimming about in there. Is that alright? Are they going to turn into something? There's a little beetle just swimming across. I don't know if that's fine for the water, what they're going to turn into. Should I put the lid down? I mean, it's not going to rain for the week, so really I should, just to stop evaporation. If I can fit it on. There we go. Yeah, so I'll just pop that on, just to help with evaporation. I'll do it with the other one as well. Oh, my hips just popped. But I'll do it this one as well. Just, it's not meant to rain at all, and I'm quite happy with how much. Won't stay down. I'm quite happy with what's being collected. So, and I'll leave a bucket down here. And that must be exactly where it falls from that pipe, and it's pretty full. I'm digressing. Right. So the peas, iffy if they're even taken off. I mean, they're still green, they're just not going up. But if you remember, I did put some direct sow ones in. So I'm hoping they will grow, but I am going to put some netting over the top to give them something more to grab onto, because that might be partly the reason they're not really growing. I mean, they look healthy enough. I say healthy enough, they're a bit yellow, but this should be all right. And then just giving it that little bit extra to climb up. My beetroot, right, are the leaves of the beetroot meant to be red? Like this red? I know there's some fresh growth at the bottom coming through there, but I'm not sure if they're meant to be red. I will have to thin some of it out, what the kids have done. As you can see there, it was a mixture of everything. So that's, I think, my radish, and then they've sown 2 beetroot right next to it. So I know radish goes quite quick, so I might be able to do that, grow that, collect that, and still leave the beetroot in. This is, they've sown all over. I've just noticed me other beds where they put the swede and everything in have started coming up. So this one was the swede and the turnip. As you can see, we did attempt to do a line, and then it's just went to pot the rest of the bed. It's just where they lay. I'm definitely looking now, I'm going to have to thin some out. So obviously they're not going to want to be right next to each other. I mean, the turnips will, but the swede won't. I'm just trying to remember where the hell they're planted. And if I can work out, because I never put any labels in. As usual, never label anything up. But this was the kids' bed, just to get something into it. But I can't tell the difference between the swede and the turnip. So I don't know, can you let us know, because I'm not 100% sure, but can turnip and swede be pricked out and then moved on? I'm not 100% sure, obviously with them being kind of a root crop. I don't think they're part of the root crop family, but with them, I'm sure they're a brassica. But can they be transplanted? Because if they can, then I can do that, let them get to a bit bigger of a size and move them to where I want in this bed. Oh, I'm just looking at my other beds now. Right, so the beetroot in this one seems to still be growing. So, I mean, it's definitely getting attacked by the slugs, but it is sending new shoots out. It was the spinach that the kids planted. It just hasn't seemed, they've definitely done some in the middle of this bed and it doesn't seem to have worked. But that one has. My leeks seem to be going. I just whacked them in. Yeah, again, just trying stuff, whacked them in. See, this beetroot's got some good growth on it. And these seem to be growing all right. They're not... Oh, they're a bit dead there. Oh, no. I know I've had this a while, but I know they're prolific growers. But they were meant to be me crop that the slugs would eat, but the slugs haven't seemed to bother with them, as you can see by this bed. My kale is just getting stripped. It is sending new growth out of the middle, but even that, the nasturtiums just don't seem to be getting bothered with. But I think I'm safe to say this bed is pretty much a fail. Literally, when you look in there, they were cauliflower. Thought I'd survived the slug attack this year, but it doesn't look like I have. And the nasturtiums I put in for deterring the slugs on the outside, they've not even touched. like if they're going for them, they're going for the outside ones first, but they haven't touched any of them and just went straight for the kale and the cauliflower. It's the same with this bed. When you look at this bed, the nasturtiums are fine and the beetroot's got 8. See where the kids have missed seeding and the seeds have went down there. It's the same on this pathway, they've dropped the seeds on the floor. Just checking my bean bed. This is where I put some broad beans in here, but I'm not seeing anything yet. I'm trying to think how long. It's been about a week. I thought they would come up by now. They are meant to be quite quick growers, broad beans, I think, but I'm not seeing anything. The ground is dry beneath the surface. Now, if I remember right, I'm sure there was a one around here somewhere. There it is. Yeah, it's starting. I'll put that back under. Seen there, it's starting to crack at the side, so the moisture is getting in. So hopefully this bed will start growing. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some netting over, because I found on one of the other plots here, the rats are coming in and just picking them out and eating them. So I did put netting over that, and it seemed to stop it there, because I don't know if it's just something being there and it's new and it's like, oh, what's this? So I'm going to get some netting and pop it over the top of this. There we go. You can even see so netted over. Hopefully, if anything does try and pick them out, birds, etc., they won't be able to get it with that netting, just to put them off. And with the heat increasing, I'm going to give everything a bit of a water. But I think first, I'm going to net them peas up first. See if that helps them climb. Could totally not help them, but I'm still going to do it to see what happens. As you can see, I did try and tie it at the bottom bit and then like work it around the inside, but I just couldn't figure out in my head how I was going to keep it attached to the bamboo sticks. In hindsight, I could have bought some clips to tie it on, or even tie it onto it as well. I have found some mesh in the house that I can dig into the ground and it'll be able to stand upright, so hopefully that'll work. Didn't realise how much I nearly fell over there. But this is the point I just decided to give up and pull it all up and try again another time. You know what, I've changed my mind. I can't figure out how to do that. Let us know if I'm on the right track or not. I'm not 100% sure with that, but I think that'll be a bust for today to do that one. Sure how I'm going to do that. So if I put it on the outside, they're going to grow in the inside, and it's not going to, the flies today, and it's not going to, I'm not going to pick it as easy. And if I do it on the inside, I mean, I've tried there, you've just seen, it's not working. I can't get it so they'll climb up. I can't tie it on so they'll climb up. So let us know if there's something else I can do. Maybe with the sunshine, they might grow straight up. I am going to give them a feed today as well, and hopefully they'll start shooting up. But this is a lot of effort for some peas, and that's it. So yeah, I'll give them a feed now and see. Hopefully that'll help. So I'm going to use these buckets. They've been collecting water first. So this is our 15-litre bucket and it's filled up. It's just so I can keep these a bit saved. But I'm going to give them a bit of feed. Oh. Give them a bit of a feed. There we go, like 1.5 cups of that. Just some seaweed fertiliser. Now I'll try and pour that bucket into here. Well, actually, no, I'll pour the bucket into the container and use the container of water. I'm just thinking it's going to go everywhere if I do that. Quite happy how I've managed to get this. And managed I can just sit there and it fills up quite nicely for us. Them bugs will not know what hit them when that happens. Oh, I tell you what, it is getting hot. But I've been thinking, so well, that fills up. It's going to be starting to get a bit too hot for us to start to be digging over. So we've got some more weed suppressant. And I'm just going to, because the weeds are starting to grow on this big bed here, which I'm doing my pumpkins this year, I think. I could put them in that potato bed when it's done. But I just want to cover some of the stuff, so I'm going to be covering, it's done. I'm going to be covering this bit of the pot now. I've got quite a bit of weed cover. I think I bought like 3 rolls. Covering there, this part, and this part down here. See what the council say, because I'm shadow inspecting on Monday. I'm gonna have trimmed outside, and if they say anything about that corner, I'm just gonna tell them that's off all that rubble that they've left that I've had to dig up and put in that pile. I'm gonna give them a good water just for this heat and the feed in there. I'm hoping that's gonna help them shoot up. There is new growth, but it just seems to be going down. Right, so I'm going to give this kale bed, it doesn't look like a kale bed, I'm going to give that a water with the feed. Hopefully that'll help the plants compete with the slugs, but I'm going to start using nematodes so I can start combating them because they're just stripping stuff. I am going to be making a wildlife pond that's just going to go over there, but I think nematodes are going to be quite good and just get rid of them. Luckily my potatoes haven't been affected. I'm hoping to harvest them in about a week or so. They're getting good. They're starting to flower quite a bit, so I'll water this bed and then probably water the potatoes as well. Do exactly the same so these can compete with the slugs, because they're definitely getting attacked by the slugs, and obviously give the spinach a bit of a fighting chance as well. Hopefully they don't get munched as much. Now before I water potatoes in, I'm going to have a check and see near the surface if there's any actually potatoes. I'm going to check on my main crop, because I do know I'm going to have to cover them sooner rather than later. Just not today, I haven't got the time. Let's have a look. Is there anything? Get rid of that weed. I'm not seeing anything there. That's a good thing that they're not near the surface on the main crop. We'll check on the secondaries, which should be harvested in about a couple of weeks. There should be something there. I mean, I can see right away there on the top, there is a tuber which I'm going to cover. Hopefully it doesn't turn green, but let's have a look a bit further down. Yeah, and you see it? Yeah. So there is potatoes. I'm just going to leave them for another week or so. I'm going to give them a water. I did feel moist under there, but I'm just going to give them a water just for this heat. As watering them, I've realised that these ones on the right have grown better than these ones. Now, I've just had to check this. I know which ones they are because I've seen some. Now, if we just go down here, where are you? Oh, it's a minute there. Focus. So, they cover that back a little bit more. That's the Desiree ones. I know that obviously by the colour of them, but they seem to have grown a lot better than the Maris Piper ones. Forget me watering down. So depending on taste, I might grow them. They seem to be a bit quicker. Or for some reason enjoy the soil more, I'm not sure. They're right next to each other. I can't see it's more sun or anything, so I wonder if it's just the type they are. I definitely need to get some more compost. Thingy them up, earth them up. Just so nothing goes green, I'd be devastated if they do. Right, so I think that's everything for today. Job-wise, plan-wise, I'm looking about. I need to cover here. We did get some weed cover here. This area is going to get covered. I need to take out the plastic sheet there, but this is going to be my wildlife. So I'm wanting to put a pond here. Pallets around the side for like a fence so no one falls in and they don't get disturbed. The pond, some life here. Maybe down here a little bit, some wildflower. Wildflower over to this bit. I do want like a bird bath stand feeder here. But I'm tempted to not make this a path. Going down here, so this whole little area would be wildlife and maybe have like a little bit that goes in there and a viewing bit. Obviously it's always beneficial to have all the insects here, but I'm thinking for the frogs, if they do come to the pond, it'll be me slug fires. And when it's in the middle, it's going to be able to go to the bigger bed. The beds behind is what I'm going to make eventually. And obviously the bed's down the front, in plan. I'm still 50-50 on a polytunnel. If it is, it's going at the back. But yeah, we're going to come probably next weekend to lay out all this weed cover to just cover it back, because with the heat, it's going to be next to impossible to be digging these beds over. I could do a couple of no dig ones, see how they work, but it's getting hot now. I mean, it's not even 10 in the morning and it's hot. But I did want to measure this wall to see how much room I'm working with, because I'm going to get a little mini greenhouse, the plastic ones you can get from everywhere pretty much, and have them along this wall as well, because it gets the sun a lot. So I'm hoping at my house they're not getting the sun, the seedlings, and that they're not the strongest, but here this wall gets the sun constantly. So looking at, I think I can get one of the walk-in ones, you know, the little walk-in ones. I'm going to measure it against the path and see what we're working with. Back in 2 seconds. So from when I can feasibly do it, if I put it up against this wall here, or any of them really, to where the path is, it is 1 metre. And I probably have a little bit of wiggle room on that side. If I pop some flags down, or I can use bare earth and stake it in, I can have some kind of seed starting bit, yeah. Plus it means I can hide on them actually grown from crystal. But that's what I was thinking. It won't interfere with me water. if I have it there, it will get the eastern sun in the morning, and it still gets it, to be fair, up until about 2, which would be enough for the seedlings. And it's out the way, and it's here, and obviously then it gets shade at the end of the night, halfway through the day. But guys, I'd just like to say thank you for watching, thank you for subscribing. Keep going between 9, 10 and 9, 8 subscribers all the time, just up and down, so close to 1,000. Thank you, I'm so grateful for everyone watching, and hopefully I'll see you in the next video.